The new season might only be 5 match days old, but it's already shaping up to be one filled with all the drama and excitement that we've come to expect from football's 5th tier. Pre-season favourites have already been humbled, with part-timers defying the odds and setting the early pace. And we've had the first managerial casualties of the campaign too. You're watching the Vanarama National League highlight show, and over the next half an hour, we'll bring you all the best of this weekend's action. Coming up this week, Dagenham maintain their unbeaten record to take top spot. Solihull's Nathan Vaughan steals the show against bottom of the table Torquay. And managerless Barrow pick up a point against Maidenhead. 2 of the 3 unbeaten teams in the league went head-to-head in East London, looking to keep their record intact. Bromley have been one of the bookies' favourites to go down this season, but back-to-back wins saw them just a point off the top, while Johnstill's push for promotion remains on course. The visitors were on the back foot after 15 minutes. A solo run from Michael Cheek, who rifled the ball into the roof of the net for his 2nd goal this season. Bromley responded quickly and levelled things up just 10 minutes later. Adam Meckie finding Luke Wanadio, who fired low past keeper Mark Cousins into the bottom corner. With local bragging rights at stake, Dagenham's determined performance saw their lead restored inside 3 minutes. Sam Ling on the score sheet last week with a cross to Cheek, who bagged his brace. The half-time whistle was imminent, but there was just enough time for Kevin Locko to get in on the act, heading home 3-1 at the interval. The Daggers continued their attacking display to devastating effect after the break. Morgan Ferrier this time beating David Gregory after some intricate build-up play. But the best was saved until last. Corey Whiteley teaming up with Andre Boucard for their training ground trick and pulling it off to perfection. 5 goals in 1 game, doubling Dagenham's tally at home, much to the delight of their manager.
We are expansive, we do attack, I get people forward and I want to entertain, I want to attack. It's early days, but the team I think is getting stronger. We're going to have our ups and downs, I know that. All we can do is go and play how we play and do our best, and today was a good day for us.
A tricky test away from home for Maidstone United, facing the team that went into the game top of the league. Sutton United had also lost only 1 of their last 10 matches. Paul Doswell's side started strongly at Gander Green Lane, Kevin Amankwa finding Josh Taylor, who set up Tommy Wright past the half-hour mark, beating Lee Worgan to score his 3rd of the season. With Sutton still on top after the break, Jay Saunders waited only 10 minutes to make changes. Cue a devastating quarter of an hour. From a set-piece, Marcus Akwangai was credited with the goal, his first since August 2014. 2 of Saunders' subs then combined after assisting the equaliser. Zavon Hines teed up Jack Paxman via a Joe Pigott dummy. Moments later, victory was sealed, and sealed in style. A Delano Sam York flick-on was latched onto by Pigott. He made it 3 goals in 15 minutes. Maidstone in 3 matches are unbeaten.
I don't think we really got going and were able to deal with them. I felt we got them in at half-time, probably half-time coming at the right time for us, and we were able to make a couple of changes and they took on board what we asked them to do, and it was a very good second-half performance.
It's our 6th game with virtually the same 11 players, and as I said to them in there, they put in a fantastic shift. I just think today Maidstone played very well second half, and we pretty much ran out of steam.
To Merseyside, where Mickey Mellon was hoping the home fans may help his side end their goal drought. Last season's playoff finalists had failed to find the net in the last 3 games. By contrast, they faced a free-scoring Boreham Wood. With nothing to separate them in the first half, the game finally got going with 2 penalty shouts inside a mad minute at Pranson Park. The first came from Tranmere, prompted by an apparent handball from Tom Champion on the goal line. But as the call was denied, Boreham Wood broke away, only for Steve McNulty attempted to bring down Bruno Andrade at the other end. This time referee Paul Marsden pointed to the spot, yellow for McNulty. The Portuguese midfielder stepped up to score his 5th in the last 5 games. Luke Garrard's side had played some of their best football to beat Aldershot last time out, and they found themselves 2-0 up here, catching out the hosts on the counter-attack again. Angelo Balanta with a super solo effort, curling past Scott Davis from 20 yards. With less than 10 minutes on the clock, Tranmere started their comeback. Andy Cook heading home the cross from Liam Wright-Hausch. And after a 6-hour wait for a goal, 2 came along at once. Substitute Andy Mangin with his first since November to salvage a point and deny the visitors their 4th straight win. Manager Mellon says they're giving themselves work to do.
From a 2-0 deficit, got ourselves something from the game, which shows a bit of character and a bit of fight. But disappointed because obviously a team like Tranmere don't want to have to be able to score 3 goals at home to win a game of football. It's making it difficult, making it very difficult for yourselves.
You've took the lead, bit of controversy in the lead up to the goal. There looked like there was a handball on the line at the Kop end here before the penalty at the other end, and then obviously McNulty only saw a yellow card.
McNulty's got to go, but that's my opinion. I felt that he was denying a goal scoring opportunity. There was no intent to go and tackle the ball. It was very much to take the man. So a bit frustrated that he didn't get a red, but the boy got himself up, and the penalty for me was phenomenal.
Aldershot hadn't lost at home in 14 league matches, so not the best venue for Chester to visit to halt a run of no victories, home or away, in 10 games. Just 3 minutes in, James Rowe went close for the home team, hitting the bar. Moments later, the woodwork helped out Chester again. Rowe this time played in Bobby Joe Taylor, who was denied by the post. A concerned John McCarthy watched on as Aldershot again pressed for the opener inside the first half an hour. Rowe was once more involved, but a stylish shot wasn't stylish enough to get the better of the bar. Eventually, Gary Waddock's team got a deserved opener. Matt McClure finished calmly, taking his tally for the season to 3 so far. 3 minutes into the second half, a lifeline for Chester as he worked his way into the Aldershot box. Craig Marm was caught by Sean Okoji, penalty given. Lucas Dawson went for power, giving Jake Cole no chance, 1-1. Then more drama with 8 minutes remaining, and obviously it involved some final woodwork action. Jordan Chappell was denied initially as he went for the winner. Waddock may have thought the danger was cleared, but no, Chappell involved again, this time turning provider for Kingsley James. Aldershot's unbeaten home run is over. Chester finally secure a much-needed 3 points.
My players, in terms of how we'd have to tactically change things around because of the injuries that we suffered, to put on that level of performance, people have come on and contributed. It's just an outstanding performance that gives us a load of confidence going to the next one again.
If you take them chances, the whole complexion of the game changes. Their confidence levels go down, yours grow. But now we've been saying this for a season and a bit about being more clinical and ruthless, and we create chances for fun. You've got to take them. You have to take them, otherwise you're going to lose football matches like we did today. And that's the disappointing thing. How many chances did Chester create? How many chances or opportunities did they have compared to ours? And we come away losing a football match. Doesn't stack up for me.
Macclesfield and Dover got their bank holiday weekend going under the Friday night lights at Moss Rose. The visitors knew 3 more points on the road would see them sit top of the National League. Determined to stop them, though, was John Askey's men, who were looking for their first win in 5. It was Dover who were denied at the early stages. A long throw finding Josh Passley, Shuan Jalal saving from close range. A glorious chance for Macclesfield to take the lead went begging when Jim Toure picked out Ryan Lloyd, who missed with the goal at his mercy. Into the second half, and it was a former Dover striker who would foil his former side. Tyrone Marsh heading in his first since Boxing Day 2015. Dover failed to score for the first time this season, the single goal securing Macclesfield's second win in 11 matches.
There was big news in the Vanarama National League this week as Barrow announced the departure of manager Paul Cox after nearly 2 years in charge. He's the fourth boss across the 3 National League divisions to go this season. Assistant Mickey Moore took charge as the Bluebirds hosted Maidenhead. Moore didn't get the start he would have wanted as great work down the Maidenhead left saw Sam Barrett cross for Adrian Clifton, 1-0 to the visitors inside the first half an hour. Barrow play away to Fylde on Monday night live on BT Sport. Into the second half against Maidenhead, Musa Diarra rose above keeper Carl Pentney to make the game level. Afterwards, Barrow came close to nicking it. Liam Hughes on the left was denied by the crossbar. Life after Paul Cox starts with a point.
Welcome back to the Vanarama National League Highlight Show. Time to check in on Guiseley, who, having survived the drop on the final day for the last 2 seasons, are setting their sights a little higher.
And it's a goal! My word! Dramatic final day scenes here at Nethermoor Park. Guiseley remain in the National League. Lowe goes up for it, and it's in! Guiseley have survived the drop on the last day again.
We got to the last game of the season, both seasons, with a fighting chance of staying up. It was in our hands, and through the character of the lads, really, we managed to do that on both occasions.
We're a small club that's achieved great things over the years and risen through the leagues quite quickly. I want to try and improve that and take us to the next level.
Off the field, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of positive changes probably that needed to happen. There'll be a lot more highs and a lot more lows, but I do think we're in a better position now to have a more successful season.
I know how tough this league is. It's a very tough league and it shows the results every week. If you're not on it one little bit, then you're going to get caught out. To get that first win is a big thing. Some had it on the first day of the season, it takes a little edge off. I heard it went down as an own goal to a guy that wasn't even on the pitch.
Lee's claimed it, Frank's claimed it. Where my luck is, I might claim it, you know.
Everybody come the start of the season would have believed that they've got a chance of winning the league and they'd be daft not to. We all go out, as do every club, to win every game that they take part in. If you didn't, then you shouldn't really be in this game. Big challenge for us. We wouldn't write anything off.
Just 12 miles separate Yorkshire neighbours Halifax and Guiseley. The visitors are hoping for a less nail-biting end to the campaign this time around. Halifax returned to the 5th tier at the first time of asking after winning the National League North playoffs. Your commentators for this one, Adam Virgo and first Adam Summerton.
Matty Brown with the free kick up towards Morgan. Oh, Morgan's done well, and he drew the challenge. He wants a penalty, but he's not going to get one. Still could yet be an opportunity in towards Denton. Well, that's a massive call, and Morgan is absolutely furious here with Thomas Bramall.
Well, it's a very, very risky challenge, isn't it, from Green that comes charging out of his box. Tell you what, that was very, very close, very, very tight. They get their feet caught up with each other.
Oliver, width here from Kozilo. Kozilo always looking to cut inside and get it onto that right foot. Can he hit the target? Oh, you bet he can! Sensational from Matty Kozilo. Brilliant run. And an even better finish to open the scoring in this West Yorkshire derby.
Connor Brown, you can't allow him to cut inside. A lovely little check there. But I'll tell you what, Adam, that is an unbelievable finish. Not many keepers save that. Only had one thing on his mind, was to put it into the top corner.
The J, player brought down. Plenty going forward here for Guiseley. Who can John Rooney pick out? Lawler, one of those in there. A really good ball, an inviting cross. And Thompson was in there for Guiseley.
That's a chance, in my opinion. One that has to hit the back of the net. Great ball in from Rooney. Gets the better of Conor Oliver. Has to hit the back of the net. Adams, a big chance.
Now, could Thompson keep this in? He's done well to win his side, a corner there. Reece Thompson.
That was a good ball there, wasn't it, from Rooney? Just knows, go put it into an angle, you just play on the shoulders, chase it down.
Matty Kozilow's first half goal, the difference at the Shea. It's a good delivery and they're appealing in there. Guiseley, but they'll just get another corner.
They certainly feel they have a case, don't they? Great little flick on there. Yeah, that's a handball for me.
Kozilo, MacDonald's gone for the return and Williams slides in.
We're not really getting any foothold in the game, Guiseley.
Halifax here looking for their first home win in the National League since beating Boreham Wood. That was 3-2 back on the 4th of April 2016. And they've got a second here. It's the captain, Matty Brown, who powers home the header that doubles the Shaymen's advantage in this West Yorkshire derby.
Well, we always felt that set plays would be absolutely crucial today. What a header there from Matt Brown, the captain.
You get back-to-back wins and suddenly you move upwards. We're not getting carried away. We've got a big game against Gateshead now. On Monday we'll see how players are as best we can and go again.
Hartlepool's start to National League life hasn't been enjoyable. They took on Fylde for the first time, still waiting for a first victory in England's 5th tier. Fylde also hadn't won. Inside the first quarter of an hour, the visitors' main attacker Danny Rowe turned Hartlepool inside out, eventually firing against the side netting at Victoria Park. In a clash that saw no attempts on target for the struggling home team, Fylde took the lead before the break. A floated Jack Muldoon cross was stylishly volleyed home by Henry Jones, 3 for him this season, all coming in the first half. Then after the interval, a Johnny Smith free kick to Rowe, 2-0, as he becomes Fylde's all-time leading goal scorer with 120 in all competitions. Dave Challoner's men secure their first league win.
To win the game and to get a clean sheet, like I say, will do the players the world of good. And like I said, I think the point tally we've got at the minute, if we can make it a big weekend for us and win on Monday, we'll be somewhere deserving of where we've been.
As the Torquay board continued their search for a new manager, the team were ordered to find their first victory as they welcomed fellow strugglers Solihull in a bottom-of-the-table clash on the southwest coast. Despite their winless run, Liam MacDonald said nobody is pushing the panic button, and his players certainly didn't, even when Rory Keating came close to opening the score. It may have been the scare they needed, and minutes after the break, the deadlock was broken. Tavon Campbell, on loan from West Brom, heading in his first goal of the season. But it was Solihull's second which stunned the home crowd. Keeper Nathan Vaughan getting himself onto the score sheet when his drop kick bounced over the despairing Dan Leverkusen. John Paul Pittman tried to spark a revival when he responded with a goal just seconds later to half the deficit. Keating then saw his header well saved by Vaughan late on as the visitors hung on in the final minutes. Solihull's first win means Torquay slipped further into trouble as they slumped to their worst start in over a decade.
Scrappy game. We had lots of possession first half without really moving the ball too quickly. And then 2 goals that, again, I'm saying the same things I have done enough every week. Two poor goals to give away.
Once again, this was another first for Leyton Orient as they'd never played Eastleigh. The O's were looking to make it 2 National League victories in a row. Orient had won their previous 2 at home and earned an early penalty after James Dayton was brought down by Sam Wood. David Mooney stepped up, squandering the opportunity at the Matchroom Stadium. At the other end, in added time, another foul was given inside the box, but this time in Eastleigh's favour, Alex Lawless against Mark Yates. There was no mistake from Ayo Obelay scoring his second penalty of the season for Richard Hill's men. In the second half, Eastleigh keeper Graham Stack needed treatment for a head injury, which meant lots of added time. Josh Coulson thought he'd equalised in the 96th minute, but the ball went out in the build-up. Still, it wasn't the final chance for Orient. Moments later, Craig Clay fired in. His first since signing this summer from Motherwell. Steve Davis and his side stay unbeaten at home. Hill was targeted at the end, though, by some of the Leyton Orient supporters.
After the game, there's a bit of officers with you and a few Leyton Orient fans.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. I mean, I come here to do my work, and I don't deserve to be spoken to like I was spoken to. At the end of the day, Leyton Orient celebrated a draw against Eastleigh at Leyton Orient.
A fairly even matchup in prospect at the racecourse as 13th met 14th. Both Wrexham and Woking had played out 2 wins and 3 defeats and were looking for a response after dropping points last time out. Wrexham have already showed twice this season that they can bounce back, and they did again here. Alex Reid almost registered first, but his effort produced a smart save from Woking keeper Nathan Baxter. But he couldn't stop the visitors going a goal down just before the break. Manny Smith appeared to head it over the line. The goal was credited to James Jennings, though, who smashed it in to claim his first since March last year. Reid perhaps should have doubled his side's tally in the second half, but he blazed his shot into the stands. Woking registered just 2 shots on target on the day, the upright denying Ini Effiong with this final effort. Both managers gave us their thoughts at full time.
Ideally, we'd like to convert a few more of the chances, made life a little bit easier, but clean sheet, and obviously we've got the 3 points.
Credit to our players, we kept going till the end. I thought there was only going to be one who was going to get the next goal. I think they caught us on the counter-attack a couple of times, but we really pushed towards the end of the game and had enough chances to get something from it.
Gateshead were the latest test for unbeaten Ebbsfleet, who had also not lost a league match during all of 2017. The home side dominated the early stages and Darren McQueen was put through, forcing the save from James Montgomery in the Gateshead goal. Daryl McMahon's side were playing with the confidence of a team that hadn't been defeated at home since Boxing Day last year. McQueen and Montgomery were involved in another Ebbsfleet chance in the second half. Andy Drury could only find the roof of the net. Montgomery was being kept busy, including a Jack Powell free kick with 15 minutes to go. It ended goalless. Ebbsfleet's unbeaten run at home extends to 29 matches.
So it was a day to remember for Dagenham and Redbridge, who are now the only team to stay unbeaten in the National League after putting 5 past Bromley. The Daggers replaced Sutton United at the Summit after Paul Doswell's side suffered a rare defeat at Gander Green Lane against Maidstone. Leyton Orient's 98th minute equaliser earned them a point at the Matchroom Stadium. At the bottom, there was more despair for Torquay as they lost to Solihull Moors, keeper Nathan Vaughan getting the winner. The league's other managerless side, Barrow, drew 1-1 at home to Maidenhead. But the table doesn't make great reading for Hartlepool fans, with Craig Harrison's men still looking for their first victory since being relegated from League 2. There's still plenty of Vanarama National League action to come on BT Sport. Join us on Bank Holiday Monday when newcomers AFC Fylde welcome Barrow to Mill Farm. That's on BT Sport 1 from 7:30 and also on our 4K UHD channel. And kicking September off in style, we head to last season's playoff finalist Tranmere Rovers for a tea-time kick-off against Dover Athletic. That is exclusively live on BT Sport 2. That's it for another week of Vanarama National League action when Solihull's Nathan Vaughan stole the headlines with an incredible winner causing more woes for Torquay. We'll see you again soon.